internet. I'm HamsterBomb.
And I'm Timothy.
And you are back for probably the final episode of God of War. I say probably, but I can't imagine there's anything after this. Yeah, we're still spending all of those points that Ares gave us, and it's, funnily, not enough to max our Medusa's gaze.
That's okay.
That's weird. Everything else maxed, though, which is cool.
We probably missed a few orbs somewhere.
Yeah, maybe it was just us missing some orbs.
Where are you going?
Hey, I always go the wrong way first.
You're freaking me out.
I always go the wrong... You think I'm gonna... You are dead? Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, what is that?
Is that the place that we were at before?
Mount of Olympus.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
This is pretty cool, but, you know, I thought Mount Olympus was actually a mountain.
But don't I, like, hate these people? Because they kind of tricked me.
Yeah, you do hate them.
Then...
Oh. What?
Well, do I get to meet everybody? Do I get to go to all the cool parties?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Why's your save point?
There's a save point.
Save.
Certainly. I hated that last fight. Our save thing said final battle. I've got to...
No, it was...
What's Ares doing over there? And that Minotaur thing that we had to kill.
It's a statue.
Is this his throne?
A statue of himself.
This is the throne of the God of War. Take your rightful place upon it. Yeah, I'll stand on it. Oh, okay.
Sit. Yeah, it's pretty comfy.
Doesn't look comfy.
Okay.
And from that point forward, throughout the rest of time,
That guy's pretty excited.
whenever men rode forth to battle for good cause or for evil, they did so under the watchful eye of the man who had defeated a god. They were driven forward by Kratos, the mortal who had become the new god of war.
I like how they kind of mixed in, like, modern era stuff.
That's interesting.
Oh! Congratulations, you have conquered God of War.
Yay!
Yay! Prepare to be a god.
We win!
Now attempt God mode.
No.
No! Wait, you've completed God of War. Treasure of Olympus have been unlocked. God mode has been unlocked. You want to save? Well, sure. I'm gonna save the fact that it unlocked those things, right?
Why was there a save point in there?
I don't know. To scare the crap out of you, and it worked.
It did work.
Oh. What's this?
I don't know.
What's with that shape? Oh, it's just conceal. Oh, okay. It's just really funky credits.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's actually kind of convenient because, this is a good point for us to actually talk about the game, like what we thought about it, because obviously this is the first time we ever played or saw anything about God of War. And, one thing I wanted to talk about, I know, as we see over there, they're showing bits from the Hydra fight. I, from the beginning of the game, got the first impression from that Hydra fight that we were going to be fighting really cool, big monsters all the time, and that was going to be the game. But instead, it got really puzzle-based, and then when it actually was based on fighting, the fights were just irritating. Like, they weren't fun. It was... Okay, well, no. It was a lot of fun fighting just the monsters sometimes. Some of them were, like, driving me crazy, mainly because one stupid little thing could knock you off a cliff, and that's what kills you. That is the annoying part of this game that I felt like wasn't right. And, I feel like we ran into several glitches along the way, too. Especially the obvious one in the last episode where I freaking won! What do you think? I'm talking too much.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were talking about all the monster fights, everything, and I really did like the Leviathan, and then, like, that Minotaur one we had later on was a lot of fun. Where,
oh, yeah, the second... Yeah, that Minotaur, that we fought towards the end, he was really cool.
It's pretty cool.
Ares... The first part of Ares' fight was really fun. I thought that was cool. It was an equal balance of difficult, me trying to use everything that I gathered throughout the game up to that point, and so was the Kratos fight afterward. That was hard, and it was fun, and it was a good final battle. The third one was stupid. That was absolutely stupid, and as I kind of saw, it was even broken.
I mean, the one where you're fighting Kratos is also kind of ridiculous, but... I mean...
especially because it doesn't matter. And he knew it didn't matter. And he was like, ha, Ares, I got you. And he's like, it was a hallucination. Did you really believe that? And even we were playing it like, yeah. I don't want to complain about the game, though. This is from...
I enjoyed it.
What is it, from 2005? Is it? And we're also playing the HD remake, if you didn't know that, too. So, I mean, yeah. a really great game for what it was, but there's still like a lot of problems with it, and for people who love mythology, to want to play this game, they'd be really disappointed. Because, I'm guessing, because you were like, that's not true, that's not right, but I mean, doesn't that always happen with mythological stuff? I mean, Disney screws it up all the time.
Yeah, but they're cute about it.
Yeah, you're right, like, I love Disney's Hermes.
Just so I can ruin Disney's
That's pretty
Hercules.
cool. I want to point out
Hercules
how really cool this
today.
background is, by the way.
It's pretty interesting.
That's
I
pretty
like
cool
it.
how they made that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
So the mythology in it's really, really off, but some of the creature designs I like. Other
Each
of them
individual
are a
has
little
something for their
bit too
contributing support
slutty,
to-
but
Yeah, special thanks everyone who worked on the
that's
game.
really
It
cool.
is.
I like that.
I actually have Kratos will return. We know that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. But I've actually worked on a game myself, and to even try and comprehend trying to build one like this, it's unbelievable. So, wow. Okay, well, now that we got extra time, let's actually dig through some of the goodies, because I know there's extra stuff that we have unlocked, treasures, right?
sure.
Making of God of War. That's probably gonna take too long. We're not gonna bore you guys with that. But I wasn't done talking. Those credits
Right.
are actually really short, which is actually kind of amazing.
I'm
because
not playing deleted levels.
no, what I was gonna say was kind of amazing about that is because there's so few people who are actually working on this. So those groups. Mm-hmm. Okay, I know it's a ton of names, but it's such a big deal trying to make a game, and this is really good. It is a really good game.
It was...
Though I had a lot of problems with it, like we said, but I'm sure you guys picked up on that stuff too. We're also critiquing an older game too, so whatever. Deleted levels, heroic possibilities. Oh, are these the levels? Birth of the Beast.
Maybe.
Discover a secret from Kratos' past. See the monster concepts for God of War. Oh, I see. These are like videos, right?
What's the character graveyard?
I don't know. Character graveyard.
Oh, that's
Secret revealed the fate of the Titan. Oh no, that's just coming later. Okay. Visit the character graveyard, see 3D models that did not make it to the game. Sure. Let's take a look at that. That sounds kind of cool. Is there...
I wish there was a little bit more monster variation. I mean, I felt like we were just fighting the same
That was a complaint we
monsters
said early
over
on,
over.
and... Oh god! Oh, that's cool! Well, I'm in a character
that's
graveyard.
interesting. So you can walk up to them?
This is where all the God of War's rejected characters go to die. Press R2 on each character to learn more about them. Press the select button and choose Return to Treasures to leave the graveyard. Oh, thank you, David!
This is interesting.
This is cool. So, did we not have, centaurs?
We did have centaurs. They had a really weird mouth,
That's
though.
a muscular-looking one, though.
Oh,
I don't
he
need
has
to.
no skin.
I don't need to listen to all of them, though. Yeah, he has no skin. This ogre looked a little weird. He actually has some junk, doesn't he?
Yeah, the other ones just had pubes.
Oh, yep. This is me fighting him.
What is that?
What is that?
Oh,
I'm
not-
curious. He's not he's not put together all the way, but Cyclops version 2.
Oh, so they're
Red
doing
Eye.
Cyclops. That's what got taken out of the game.
Oh, that was a Cyclops. Yeah, duh.
So they
it's
just
really
didn't
hard
reveal
for players to
Titans.
see that the model had only one eye, so this model was an attempt to bring the single eye concept to the attention of players. However, this attempt fell short. It just looked goofy. It kind of sucks that even final Cyclops, the one in the game now, still doesn't really look like it just has one eye. Ah, maybe next time. Oh, is that the ogre?
No. We fight one big Cyclops.
We did?
I thought we did.
I don't think we did.
I don't think it was a very eventful battle. They really did not like the Cyclops design.
Wow, they worked really hard on this Cyclops. Did it really start with that? I'm like, what's with the random centaur? Man, they failed on this Cyclops hard.
What's this thing?
Wow, that's an ogre, right? That's an ogre. No, that's a Cyclops. You can't see his eye. He's one eyeball.
That sounds interesting.
What? What?
Is that Kratos?
Kratos version 1?
Oh.
Giant in a diaper. This was the placeholder of the hero. We needed something to put in the game while we were still locking the design of Kratos. That's really cool. Model was always meant to be a throwaway model, but even so, I have no clue why the artist chose to model a fat guy wearing a diaper. Boy, if Kratos only knew what he looked like way back when. Well, he knows now, and he enjoys it. It seriously is a fat guy just wearing a diaper.
What's the...
Here's the next one,
this
right?
guy?
It's probably the next Kratos. Interesting. Before they started modeling him a little more... Is that another Kratos? Yeah, Kratos version 3, dreadlocks. I'm gonna bust through this, actually. We don't need to read all
I
that.
kind of like that one.
Oh, that's a pretty good design. I think I remember reading somewhere they were saying, and then we realized the more we took off Kratos' clothes, the scarier he looked. Oh, that's his butt. Oh, God. Oh, okay. Well,
What are you doing?
nothing. The camera's just goofing. What's that? Nope. We ain't gonna block and seal
What
that.
is it?
I'm confused. Alright. Good. Perfect, Kratos. Okay. Medusa version 1. Quintuple feet?
Yeah.
The main thing to notice is her feet. Final game has no feet, just a tail. Animating 5 feet slithering all around. Yep.
Why would you give it so many feet?
Note that this character has nipples. She was created at the start of the game, and all the female monsters had nipples. And the Cyclops even had a penis. I really wanted the monsters to come off like wild animals. Like things you would see at the zoo. That was actually another thing I wanted to talk about the game, because it's like really graphic. Not just about the blood and stuff, because that I kind of had the idea, yeah, I already knew it was going to be like that. So the overly brutal killing, that never really got to me. The random boobs was kind of weird. Did you find that weird?
I felt it was a little bit inappropriate, especially since...
I think it was trying to push that boundary, though.
But they look sexy. They're not, like, fat, ugly women. And, like... And,
the harpies were pretty nasty.
With Greek art, you know, they idolized the woman that had more...
Sorry, did you hear that?
Yeah.
So we got to keep the boobs, but Cyclops lost his penis. Poor Cyclops.
But, I mean, Greek art, you know, it's the feminine body that has some meat on it. It's not
Yeah, that
skinny.
was another thing Kim was also pointing out. Those Stalfos guys. That's pretty cool. I like this graveyard. Is there more to it, or was that it?
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's
they
it.
probably didn't build too much.
Alright, so let's head back to treasures. Just see if there's any more cool stuff, because we just kind of stumbled on that. That was kind of interesting.
That was very interesting.
You want to return to the... Yeah. I'm actually glad that we kind of stopped the last episode and get, like, a bonus one here, so that we can, like, talk about the game and look around.
You know, with all these extras, I'm kind of glad
10 rooms, 10 challenges. Can you make it... Let's not do that. No.
But this game, you can tell the creators were really proud of what they made.
Yeah, that's why I keep going back to that, like, talking about building a game. We also watched a video, offline, obviously. It was in here somewhere, where the creators are talking about, like, how much work went into this, and how much they enjoyed it, and, like, how much passion went into it, how long it took them. And it's really incredible, and it's a lot of work goes into this that you just don't see. We are blowing by scenes where people spent weeks modeling them, making sure that you couldn't, like, walk through walls and cheat things. Like, you know, there's so many things that you just don't think of when making a game that... I don't know why I'm bringing it up in this one in particular, but... I don't know.
It had a lot of textures. I feel like it had a very grungy look to it, which I like.
Discover a secret from Kratos' past.
But,
his next adventure. Oh, is this a video for, probably a video about, God of War 2. We don't need to see
Something
that.
I kind of liked about this was the spacing of cutscenes. They weren't overloading me with cutscenes, and there weren't so few. I was wondering what happened to the story.
When it came to
That's true.
characters and monsters.
I'm going to turn their volume down a bit so you can still hear us, because we just kind of want to see some of the stuff in the background while we're talking, but, yeah, I mean, they did a pretty good job of still, like, going through those old creatures and coming up with new versions of them. But what were you just saying? Was something about the monsters?
As you look through the concept art, one of the things that was very important to me was that when somebody looked at any of our characters...
I forgot what I was saying.
So what we could do basically, as long as the character was...
So, yeah, I mean, a lot of work obviously went into designing these things. Like, we just saw with the ogre. Tons of variations of that thing. Like, we just kind of take for granted the fact that he just appears. And a lot of work went into that. And even though we'll say, oh, that's wrong, maybe they try to make it right, and making it right wasn't right. Like, the satyrs, in particular. Because when those showed up, that's supposed to be, like, half human. I recognized their legs. That was it.
Their designs
they were like demons. I mean,
really
they looked cool, but it wasn't correct. But it's... I mean, maybe it doesn't need to be correct. It needs to be God of War. That's what took us a while to, like, appreciate. You know, like, Disney needs to... Like, say Hercules from Disney. That took a while to be, like... its own thing. It's very different from the other mythology because it like has its own formula of how people look, how they act. They're not really violent at all.
I think my problem with the satyrs is that they didn't look like the rest of the game. They looked very Egyptian to me, and they looked a little bit out of place. But I liked how they moved and everything.
And then they showed Ares, and I'm just thinking, I'm actually my biggest disappointment with the game is with that final fight.
idea was, again,
Because
to
the rest of
build
it
character.
was pretty fun. It was a lot of fun to play. Yeah, you were talking about the story. Like, you felt like there was so much gameplay, and then towards the end, all of a sudden, they hit you with story.
Well,
And
no,
I was
that's
like-
not what I really felt like. I felt like it was very spaced out throughout the game. Like, I wasn't ever wondering at one point what happened to restore. It was a very story-driven game.
Oh.
Versus, because, you know, you're going through one level, and then you'll get a cutscene, and you'll learn a little bit more about Kratos, and then you'll do another level.
Little things at a time, though. Hey, look, it's that thing I never did. Oh, wait, no, except in that room. It was the only room I did it in.
I think the mini-game thing with the monsters was a little silly. It was kind of odd for me.
Yeah, and it was really hard. Some of them were really unfair, too. Say, like, in the Ares fight again, you have to mash O, and instantly when you're done mashing O, you have to start rapid-firing of, QuickTime events of different buttons. And I'm like, okay, the only ones I beat were when O was the first thing I had to push randomly. That's not fair. Like, that is absolutely not fair.
You know, I just kind of wonder, I think you said that one of the episodes was, I was wondering, how many times did they test this game before they released this game?
Well, yeah, I found a couple bugs in it, but it wasn't... Okay, the ones that I think were game-breakingly bad, like, you can't release this yet, Ares completely stopping when I won. That made me so angry. But actually what made me angrier were points where I did a lot of work, where I was like, I took a ton of monsters down, I like leveled the whole place, I opened all the chests up, I leveled up some things in the start menu, and then I go to some ropes and I fall just because some archer shot me, and that's it. You do it all again. The point I'm trying to say, I guess, is, maybe there should have been more bits of, like, those checkpoints. I don't know, but there was something really, really, really wrong with instantly dying, constantly, just because you fall. That was kind of silly. It was really silly. In-game modes. Watch all the in-game... Oh, movies! That's kind of cool. We can watch all those again. Not online, with you guys, but I'm just kind of reading through, like, what we unlocked. A secret reveal. Discover the secret of Kratos' family. Can we actually choose these? It's gray.
I don't think so.
You probably got to beat... secret message. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. New costumes for Kratos.
Costumes.
Beat the challenge of the gods to unlock. I saw some of those online. They're hilarious. One you get to play as like a chef. One you're like a tycoon with a safe. What else you got?
You get a cow.
Oh yeah, there was a cow. I think you fight with like milk jugs. It's great. Oh my gosh. What has become of Kronos the Titan? Beat God of mode to unlock.
Huh. Kronos. Well, that's just something I was also wondering about, if they were going to incorporate the Titans.
Yeah, like
into
the
this
Titans
a
and
little bit
stuff.
more.
I feel like there was so much that they could have done, but this was like the first step. And because of that, I feel like this first step, obviously, as we saw in the end of that, they reveal, we already know by now, that they made a God of War 2. And in fact, just so I could show you guys on camera, there's my chest. That we have the God of War collection. So we actually played the first on this. This gives you God of War 1, 2, and 3, and then downloads for 2 other God of War games, but this was a used game, so I highly doubt that we actually have those. But either way, that's 1, 2, 3. And that's a lot. And I'm pretty sure you actually start to go fighting like the Titans. You go fight like all the big bosses and the monsters that are in mythology. You fight the gods. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what you do now. Because now you're the God of War now. Right?
You know, something else I kind of liked about this game, too, is that every time I thought we were getting close to an end, there was more game.
It was, yeah. I thought this was going to be really short.
A really short game, yeah.
I actually, in my mind, for some reason, kind of compared this game to Portal. Because it won Game of the Year for one thing that I was thinking of. And for two, I thought, because Portal was so short, it was more like a test. Like, hey, what happens if we try this kind of game, you know? And everyone loved it. It won Game of the Year. That's what I kind of compared this to in my head, so I was so surprised that it was so long. I was like, thinking, wow, there's so much effort that they put into this game just for, like, that try. Like, how good will this be if we put our all into making this game? And I think it's really amazing. I can't guarantee yet if we're going to be doing God of War 2 or 3 or whatever. I'm going to have to hear what you guys think down in the comments about that. It's probably going to be a while, if at all, because I want to try a lot of other games. And speaking of other games, one of them I know I really want to try is BioShock. I really, really want to play that game. I know nothing about it. But also, Metal Gear Solid is kind of like taken over my life, and I'm like, I must play all of them.
Show them your toy.
My toy? No. I'll show you. Actually, she's referring to something that you guys might see in a figure review later. I won't reveal what it is, but Kim knows. Kim knows how much I love Metal Gear. But that looks like it's basically, aside from some videos and stuff that we could be going through and we don't really need to, that's basically it from what we unlocked if we don't beat God mode, which sounds really insane. So, yeah, and I don't want to do that final fight with Ares on anything other than what we just did, because it was dumb. It was dumb hard. And if he'll randomly freeze?
Like,
oh, well.
Why would you take away everything you worked that whole game for?
I don't understand. I was thinking, like, okay, it had the same attack pattern as the Blade of Artemis. Why didn't we use the Blade of Artemis?
Well, I was kind of also thinking,
Ares did not give us that.
When he saw the sword, I thought it was going to be kind of like an Omni-Slash thing, you know?
Yeah, like...
You come back in for the
yes.
battle, one or two buttons, and then battle's done.
Omni-Slash wasn't even like that. It was more like, push X. You beat Sephiroth.
It was...
You know? And that was that. And I thought it was like that, but then
That's what I was expecting.
Well, I mean, it's obviously a really brutal game anyway, and it got very hard at certain points. Kim didn't appreciate it because this was never, ever in her hands.
No, I didn't touch it.
We're on the menu and she won't even touch it. It's very hard. It is very hard, but it was very fun, and I'm glad that we actually got to go through the entire game on YouTube, and it was a lot of fun. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. So, thank you all so much for sticking around for this very long but very fun series of God of War. Let us know what you think about making more God of War series if you guys have played the other games. Don't spoil us, but let us know how you think we would like it, or if we would really enjoy making another video series of it, because we very much enjoyed making this one. Did you not?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, yeah.
We did. So, thank you all. Once again, I say, like, anybody who watches through any of, like, very long playlists of mine, thank you all for sticking around. It really does mean a lot by leaving likes. It lets more people find the videos. So thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like those videos and subscribe for more, and we will see you all in the next playthrough series of some sort. I don't even know what it is yet, but just, I don't know. I don't know anymore. See ya.
Bye-bye. You know you're wearing that on the wrong ear.
What? Why didn't you tell me that earlier?
I just noticed it.
I was wondering why I was hearing things and looking... I was hearing things in the wrong direction.